Hi there, welcome to this video. My name is Arvind Mota, and in this video I'll talk to you about what kind of analysis that you can do when you're investing in stocks. Okay, so basically we have two types of analysis that you can perform. One is fundamental analysis and one is technical analysis. Okay, so even before you start trading in stock market, you have to decide on one important thing. What is your goal that you're going to achieve? Is it going to be your further education, or for marriage, or for your retirement corpus? So always have the goal in mind which you're going to achieve, and that will decide on your term of investment. Is it going to be a long term or is it going to be a short term? Okay, and based on that you'll have to frame your trading plan or strategy. Okay, so when it comes to fundamental analysis, it is mostly it will be going in for a long term investment strategy. Okay, if you have a long term like 5 years or 10 years or 15 years plan that you're going to achieve, then you'll have to go in for a fundamental analysis. Now, what exactly is fundamental analysis? It is a method of evaluating stocks to measure the intrinsic value of the stock. Okay, and it is used by investors mostly than traders. When I say investors, it is as I told you, it's for a long term gain. And when you're going for a long term gain, you will first have to arrive at what stock you're going to invest. It should most probably be blue chip stock, because when you're going for a long term, you should have always be going for a stock which has been doing well over the years. And blue chip stock companies, they're in the business for a long time, and they're market leaders in their industry, and they have a huge market capitalization as well. So there are good chances of your investment portfolio increasing as the company has a good potential to grow in over the period of time. Okay, and so what kind of studies that you can do in fundamental analysis? That's what I'm going to cover here. So first you look at the growth prospects of the company. How much the company can grow over the years. Like for example, if you take Reliance Industries or IT companies like TCS or Infosys, or even abroad you can take Amazon or Google or Apple. These companies have grown huge over the period of last say 15-20 years, and if at all you had invested in their stock at that time, you could be millionaire or a billionaire by now, right? So you should look at the growth prospects and what are the competitive factors of the company. How well is the company equipped to handle competition? How good are their products and services that they are offering? So these will in turn will also result in the company's performance. And you should look at the return on assets and equity. So what is ROE? ROE basically return on equity. It is a measure of how well a company uses its investments to generate earnings growth. Okay, so whatever investments the public is making in the company, and how well the company is utilizing it to come up with new products, launches and services, that will derive the company's growth over a period of time. And next question is, what is the source of this information? Basically you should look at the company's financial statements. Okay, it could be income statement or cash flow statement, or it could be the balance sheet, and when you look at these statements, you will be looking for specific information like EPS, also known as earnings per share. What is the debt of the company? How well the company is performing? What is the profit and loss of the company? And when you look at these sources, probably you will have to go into internet. For example, if you have Reliance Industries in your mind for a period of say 5 years, you want to invest in Reliance. So probably you have to do fundamental analysis on Reliance company. You have to go to their website, probably go for other sources of information on the internet, take out all their statements over the period of time, and see how well the study the chart patterns of the company, how well the prices have gone up over the last 5 years. So basically you should look at both backward and forward, in the sense that how well the company has done, and also where exactly do you see the company in the next 5 to 10 years. Okay, these are very important part of fundamental analysis. Okay, and when you look at time frame of charts, you should look at multiple quarters or even years, because when you do short term analysis, you'll be going in for say minute or hourly or daily, but for fundamental analysis you have to go for a long term chart patterns. Okay, and also look for dividends on earnings that they have shared for their investors. Okay, that's also a gain for you, because if you're going to hold that stock for say 5 years or 10 years, you're also going to get dividends, which is going to be a good gain for you. Okay, so this is all about fundamental analysis. This, as I told you, it's for a long-term perspective. If you're going for a huge investment, if you're going to build your portfolio around that, then please go in for fundamental analysis. Here in this video, I'll be talking to you only about the basic concepts of this, because I don't want to take too much of your time in this. Probably I'll make another video where I can go deeper into this. So next part is technical analysis. Now this is mostly used for short-term traders. Basically, it could be used for day trading. It could be used for swing trading. Probably it'll vary between say minute chart, 15-minute chart, or it could be daily. It could be weekly. Maximum it will be weekly, not more than that. Okay. Here in this type of analysis, you will be looking at the price and volume. That will be the main point that you will be looking at. Okay, the price movement of the stock and what is the volume that is being traded in the market for that particular stock. Okay, here we'll be looking at historical prices and trading volume. Like I told you, whatever time frame you're looking at, that's what you'll be studying for this kind of price and volume movements. Here you'll be studying candlestick patterns and different chart patterns, and you will not be looking at financial statements as such, because you're not worried about the company's growth perspective, how it's going to handle competition. You're not looking at the long-term perspective as such. You're just trying to gain from the short-term price movements and volume. So you will not be bothered much about what we spoke about in fundamental analysis. And you'll also be using a lot of indicators to assist your strategy. There are a lot of indicators which you can use. It's entirely up to you. Some examples are like RSI, or you can go for MACD, or you can also go for like Bollinger Bands. So all these indicators will assist your strategy and also help you to arrive at what could be your entry and exit point on the stock. What price you can buy, what price you can sell. This will be the main focus in technical analysis. So this is, as I told you, this is purely for short and mid-term or basically traders. I wouldn't say investments, because that will be coming in the long-term perspective or a fundamental analysis. Okay, here you'll also be studying market psychology, how well the market is responding to the price movements, how is the volume of trade happening, are there more buyers or sellers, is there more demand and supply. This will be the kind of analysis that you'll be doing in technical analysis perspective. So I hope this was useful for you. First you have to decide what kind of investment plan you're having, what is the goal you're going to achieve. Always have that in mind, and you can frame all this around that. So again, please keep this in mind when you're entering the trade, or if you're going for a long-term investment. Do all this analysis and research on your own before going in for a trade. Okay, so all the best, and wish you happy trading. Take care.